Year, South Africa. Welcome to our very first show in the year 2018. Now, we know that last year was awesome, and I'm definitely looking forward to another great year ahead. Remember, we are still your #1 youth current affairs show here on SABC 1. I'm your host, Jacqueline Mapala.
Kanti-ke kuphi expressions. I'm your host Olisiwa Kamasango. Now, I hope you all had a splendid Christmas and New Year. Siyabuza-ke namhlanje, are you optimistic about the new year, Jackie? Siyabuza-ke futhi ebabukelini ukuthi, do you think 2018 will be a better year for the youth of South Africa? Well, fear not, because namhlanje kusehlo we bring you the people who will offer insights into what is likely to happen in the year 2018.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Last year, we saw young people grappling with issues such as unemployment, issues in education, HIV/AIDS, crime, and substance abuse. It was an upheaval for youth with unrest through movements such as Fees Must Fall. However, according to a recent survey conducted by the ISS, young people are still very optimistic about the future. But what do you think the future holds for the youth of Mzansi? Let's find out what you had to say on the streets. Take a look at this.
2017, it was a good year to me personally. I've learned to grow as a person and find who I am. But what was bad about it is all the violence in the country and the way women are being treated. It touched me so hard because I was raised by a single mother, so I know how strong a woman is.
2017 was amazing, but in terms of prices and inflation, your prices are growing each and every time.
It was a good year. You know, I've grown, I've achieved certain things, you know, but family as well, things have gone well.
2017 for me was so great. I did so many things. I just opened my own B&B. It was so great. I'm just hoping 2018 will be much better.
I do support Fees Must Fall, and I believe that every black child has a right to get free education, but the way we approach it as well sometimes it's wrong.
Okay, I'm hoping for the fees to fall in 2018.
Fees are expensive, apartments are also expensive for student residential, on top of that food and stuff, and just tuition and stuff. It's crazy because some of us even buy, especially in my degree, I do BSc urban and regional planning, so we encounter the thing where they give us a certain budget for the year, but it finishes quickly.
In terms of women and children abuse, I hope that it would decrease a little bit.
Now my major concern is prices. Free education because you can't.
To take this discussion further, we're joined in studio by Sandy Smith, who is a numerologist, as well as Miss Bling Molebati. What exactly is a numerologist?
Okay, so basically I look at numbers and letters, because letters in the alphabet have got a numeric value. So when I'm looking at a person, a country, a company, or even an event, I'm looking at the day and the month and the year. If it gets to a person, country, or a company, I'm looking at the name as well. But it would have to be something that's officially registered. So your birth certificate would be something that would be officiate that what your name's on, your date of birth. And in that, it actually gives you the map of your life. It tells you all about your characteristics, and it actually tells you your cycles of your life. It will tell you from your schooling, your health, your career, your money, marriage, babies, you know, starting your own business, travel, buying a house. Your numbers are everything. When you buy a car, if it's just you buying a car, you'll find that the license plate, the engine number, the chassis number are your numbers. If you go and buy a house, you'll find that the stand number and the house number are part of your story of your numbers.
You know, I read something very interesting about the significance of numbers and the fact that literally from the basics of creation itself, from what we see in nature to, you know, the shape of our face, everything, there's a number that is associated to it. So there's definitely a lot of significance and importance in numbers, I guess.
100%. Everything you do is driven by numbers. You just, what is the time?
Exactly, exactly. And Miss Bling, so you are here as well, and you're going to be one of our guinea pigs, right?
Oh, Tologuti, it's 2018, and I want to find out what's going to be happening this year. Yeah.
Does it have anything to do with, you know...
Moolah, of course.
Moolah, I thought maybe
marriage,
it's marriage.
maybe.
Okay.
But money first.
Okay, so maybe Sandy, let's actually get straight into this. Let's do this with Puleng. What exactly can you tell us about Puleng's future? Because that's what we want to really know.
Okay, well, I'm just going to be a little bit cheeky and say, first of all, you're born on the same day as Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma.
I didn't know that.
Yes. But in your numbers, it says how mischievous you are, how you don't like being told what to do, and there's a lot of music, art, theatre, culture, and there's fame in your numbers. I think you've only got to realise that you need to value you and stop compromising yourself, doing for others and forgetting about yourself.
Oh my gosh.
However, what is very interesting is that Jacqueline also has a 7 life path like you have. So let me cover both of you in this 7 life path, which is quite magical. It does say that there is a history in your families of alcohol, and it says that the two of you are not prone to become alcoholics, actually probably not at all, but doesn't say that you can't have a party, okay? Because there's that mischief there. But there's lots of luck in your numbers. The only thing that the two of you need to value about your life path is that when you are gifted with something from people, is you've got to actually learn to receive it. Because there's a tendency that when somebody gifts you something, you feel that you've got to go and give them something back. No, it's called thank you. That's all you need to say. So you want to talk about money, and you want to talk about marriage.
But I'm loving the fame, though.
The fame, listen, it's there from the day you were born. It's not going anywhere. I don't even think that you've looked for it. I think it's found you, okay? But owning your own business, and I think there's two, businesses, two avenues of income. And where you are right now is you are in your year of luck.
Oh, wow.
You are in your year of... Now, when you have a good year, it doesn't say that there won't be some trials and tests along the way, but this is your year to be gifted. And this can be even when the taxman decides to give you a rebate. So SARS out there, get the paperwork ready.
So wait, Sandy, I mean, I'm listening attentively. I mean, I want to also mention to the viewers at home that I think before now you had not met us. The only thing that you got from us, like you were saying, were our birthdays and so forth. And I want to find out from Puleng, just based on, you know, what she's saying is do you feel like it connects with you? Do you feel like there's a level at which she's correct?
Of course. Earlier on, the producer of the show was saying I must meet her, but I'm like, no. I'd rather she does it while we are sitting here. You are so accurate. I'm such a people's pleaser, and that's one of the things I'm learning as I'm getting older. That it's about time. It's about time I rain on my shine. Yes.
So what you've got to learn to do is not. You don't have to learn how to say no to other people. You've got to learn how to say no to you.
For young people watching the show, I'm sure the big question is, what does 2018 hold for them? And what would your answer be to that?
2018 numerically adds to a number 11, which is all about how we can join hands, how we can work together, how we can negotiate, how we can find an even keel. What are your needs? This is what my needs are, and that's how we bring things together. But it adds to an 11, which also says is the strikes. So I don't think that there's going to be a future of free education. A plan needs to be put in place so that people can, from a young age, be able to have some kind of policy, some kind of investment that is going to help pay along the way. And the government must meet them halfway. So the interesting thing is, if you look at this astrologically, we've got Neptune and Pisces, where it was before 2011 was saying the structures of countries, companies, industries, if they are not working correctly, you've had 16 years to fix it. But from 2011, when we had the first Arab Spring, this is all about the people saying to the powers that be. We make you. We are your money. So if you're not going to work with us and think you can dictate, no, you've got to bring us to the table. So that's what we must do in 2018, is how can we sit around the table and put my story and your story and find that middle. And that's what 2018 is all about. Otherwise, it's just strikes all round. Lots of water problems where there's masses of water and then there's no water. But it's about rising up and how we don't split and break apart, how we join hands. And that's even politically, how we join hands and we come together.
And personally, for a young person who's listening to this, I'm trying to think, what would I have to change about myself in 2018 so that I can rise up to the demands, the expectation, and the changes that you're talking about in this year?
I think the sad thing is that the government actually said in the beginning, in 1994, that they were going to work towards a free education. But how many years have gone by and they've done nothing about it? Now the students are standing up. But I think the students need to actually sit down with themselves, and having a strike that is positive is helpful. But sit at the table and actually, how can we get the systems that are out there? Is it the banking system, the insurance companies? How can they meet us and help us to get our education pretty much free, but not completely free? Because otherwise, you know, we don't have a balance. When you get things for free, there's no value there. When you have to work towards something, 100%. But what we don't want, what they've got in America, where people are finishing their studies and then for 30 years are paying off their loan. So there's got to be a low interest rate on the loan. Do you know what I mean? So they've got to work with them.
Well, that's definitely a lot of food for thought. And I hope I'm getting some of the, you know, your brains, the mechanics in your mind, just getting you to think about what you need to do in order to really take a hold of your own future and your own destiny. I hope you're hopeful about your future. But we're definitely going to talk a whole lot more about what 2018 holds for you. Stay with us. You're watching Expressions.
I guess welcome back. You're still watching Expressions. We are predicting what the year 2018 holds for Ulushalala Mzansi Africa City. Happy New Year. Siyabuza ke namhlanje kusihlo ukuthi is the year 2018 a better year for the youth of South Africa? Ngihambisana no Gogo unyoka yamanzi. Thokoza Gogo.
Thokozani njani?
Sinamgele ku Expressions Gogo.
Siyaphila, siyabonga.
All right, Gogo, so besikhulumisana of course no Gogo naye uzobe asiphonsela amathambo this evening sike ukuthi lo nyaka lo ulphethele ulusha lethu. So Gogo, njengoba besesizwile ngale kuthiwa u2018 angeke azabe lula ngaleyo ndlela esicabanga ngayo. Ngabe mhlawumbe amathambo kaGogo athini la?
Thokoza esingahle siwashaya amathambo siwabheke ukuthi asitshela athini ngo2018.
Okay. All right, Gogo, no, senze Gogo. Senze Gogo. So Jackie, I hope you also have your eyes firmly placed, yeah?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Yeah.
Amathambo lawa masiwashaya asibonisa into eyenzekele nento esazoyenzakala.
Okay. Thokoza.
Sile bakho na bomkhulu nenishingisha ngizomoya ninabo mafula kuvaliwe. mase sigijima phezu kwamathambo njalo shaya yeva iyobe namhla amathamba sibonisa ukuthi yena umhla ka-2018 usiphathele imisebenzi siphathele nezimali shaya yeva yebo noma kungeke kube lula ngaleyo ndlela leyo kepha sizokwazi ukuphumelela thina masikwazi ukuzimela shaya yeva iyobe namhla u-2018 usibonisa kona ukuthi kuba khona ukukhanya phambi kwesimo sezimali phambi kwesimo semsebenzi shaya yeva iyobe namhla u-2018 uyasibonisa ukuthi namhla masikwazi ukuyimela sikwazi ukusukuma sizenzela izinto kepha yonke into izoba ngesimo esiright shaya yeva iyobe namhla u-2018 uyasibonisa konke okwenzakalayo amathamba ayasibonisa konke okwenzakalayo ngo-2018 namhla shaya yeva iyobe namhla sesiphumelani njina shaya yeva iyobe namhla sesiphumela imisebenzi njalo shaya yeva iyobe namhla sesiphumela inhlupheko ukuthi iyaphela namhla ngo-2018 masikwazi ukuzimela shaya yeva yiye njalo
Hayi-ke gogo, thokoza gogo, kuyazwakala impela. Kuyazwakala impela. And as we've heard now lapho mbukele ekhaya, ugogo uyasho phela ukuthi everything will all be up to you muntu omusha lapha ekhaya. Kodwa wona kukhona hidden somewhere there. That's why we're joined by uNombuso on the line. Sikubingelela sikwamukele Nombuso.
Ngiyabonga njani?
Siyaphila kunjani sisi?
Ngiyaphila.
Happy!
Happy New Year.
All right, siswali uthini umbono wakho kithi namhlanje? Sis Nombuso?
I wanted to know ukuthi 2018 ungiphatheleni.
Okay. Well, ugogo nyoka yamanzi bese kasishayele la mathambo. Ushilo ukuthi phela it's all going to be up to you ukuthi wenza kanjani. Ushilo ukuthi mhlambe imali nomsebenzi ikhona but it's all up to you.
Yeah. So mina ngicela ukubuza ukuthi ugogo, do we change like our destinies or can nothing interrupt our destinies?
Okay. All right. And of course, mhlambe sisinombuso lo umbuzo futhi singaphinde siwuthathe siwuse to our numerologist to find out what would Nombuso's prediction perhaps be.
Can we get their date of birth?
Nombuso? Usekhona sis?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
So it's 31st March 1990.
Okay.
That's 27 March 1990.
No,
31, yes.
March
31
1990.
March.
Okay, so for Nombuso, this 2017 would have been quite a hard year for you, but 2018, starting actually in around the end of January, you're going into the most awesome time because you're going into a monetary time, you're going into a career time, and everything's about the word me, myself, and I. So as long as you are leading, driving, and initiating who I am, what I want to do, and where I am going, your career ahead of you is just absolutely incredible for the next 2 years, that you could even be starting your own business. And you know, you like the collective, you're very good with people, you've got an artistic and creative side, you've got fame in your numbers, you're a good communicator, coaching is very good for you. Talented.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, thank you very much for that. And of course, thank you very much for your call, now Elapo Nombuso. And of course, this is our newest special Konolagu Expressions. There's more in your future when we return.
We are predicting what the year 2018 has in store for you as a young person in South Africa. And the poll question is 2018 a better year for the youth in South Africa? I'm still with Sandy as well as Upuleng. Now, Sandy, I mean, it's interesting and wonderful that there's actually a correlation and some way in which, you know, when Kolisi was there with the Sangomas and you were speaking about it around this issue of, you know, young people sitting and I guess coming to the table, young people leading, driving and initiating the change that they want to see. So, I mean, I guess there's a strong sentiment around young people taking ownership of their own future, right?
And coming to that table, when you want to join hands, then we have a solution. It's when you start getting into threatening situations, like having the strikes that are maybe you're not legal strikes or whatever, then we're starting to upset the apple cart. But it's about joining hands. That's what an 11 is, because 1 + 1 = 2. How can we formulate a partnership? How can we work together and see? 11 is such a spiritual number, to rise above and see the bigger picture. It's not just about 2018, it's about the future. So there's got to be a long-term plan. And having just 1 year where there is a free, students getting free education is not a solution, because it affects where that money has come from. And the government should have made a plan 17 years ago, 10 years ago, do you know what I mean? 5 years ago. But they've had to wait for the students to shout.
And for you, Boleng, just I think listening to Sandy, how do you now how are you feeling about your 2018? Are you more hopeful? Are you looking forward to it? What changes do you think you need to make in order to really take ownership of this great future she was talking about?
So you know, I mean, one thing that I'm still thinking of, and it's still echoing in my head, is that I need to prioritize myself more and stop putting my things that make me happy forward. And I think there's so many things that I wanted to do and I've always put forward because I've always wanted to give. I'm ready. And I cannot wait, and I'm ready to make that $1 million and be famous, darling.
Oh wow! Cool. I think you know, you don't get a chance to have your future sort of like you know, predicted, and we don't really know what lies in your future. But I think the strong sentiment that is coming through is we need to lead. We need to lead. We need to initiate the change that we want to have in our lives and take ownership of our future, right?
You know what was also interesting this evening was having the Western as well as the African way of things coming together, and that's a first on Expressions. It only happens on Expressions. And of course, Sandy, we have to thank you so much for joining us. Boleng, we wish you another year of fabulosity, as you'd call it. And thank you so much for joining us. And Lapekaya, as you do know, Njengenjwayelo, we don't leave you alone. We play you off with Ndano. Happy New Year.
Ciao. Bye.
sesibheke eceleni umlingani ngowani na xa engasoze akholisa amanxeba ntombi ndiyabulela zangu njiye enyanyeni iyanguthembisa ntombi entle iyanguthembisa ntombi entle Bandits